What's up, Aquarius friends? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. That's me. My name's Annie, and I'm happy to have all the Aquarians out there with me. Cross-watchers are welcome too. Let's do a fun little love spread for you. There's no timestamp on this video. We're just going to see what messages we get. As always, my little spiel here on YouTube, I do general messages. That means not everything will be your message. I'm trying to connect with the collective Aquarius. So ultimately, I ask you to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind, but it is up to you which messages you want to take away as your own. Highly advise you take away the messages that resonate with you, that fit your circumstance or scenario. Everything else you can release. You can drop those messages. They're probably someone else's energy I am connecting with. Everything else about this video will be in the description box below for you. That will include the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram, as well as .com. Check those out if you're at all interested. Other than that, yeah, we're going to hop in for Aquarius. If you don't have a person, this could represent someone coming in. This could also represent someone showing up from your past. We'll see what we get. For my Aquarian babes, my Aquarian friends out there, hope this video finds you well. I hope you are safe at home, quarantining, staying healthy. Hopefully, at minimum, this will provide you some entertainment, right? All right, let's do it for Aquarius. All right, so you got a little bit of strained energy. Bottom of your deck is okay. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's, what's this bullshit you're carrying around? Or is this your person, right? Something is, what is the right term for it? Something is blocking you or in the way. It's like you have your hands full. You're not able to accept any new blessings right now. Maybe anybody who has like kids at home, maybe you're taking care of them and it's taking up a lot of your time. But I'm actually getting it's dimming your magic. What's overpowering the magician, which in this spread anyway is you. There's some sort of like heavy burden you're carrying around, so you're not able to truly shine. You're not like, it's like your light isn't really emanating. Something is keeping you in a darker headspace, even though I think you'd like to put yourself out there, right? That golden color, that's you in this spread. So, but yeah, you have a lot of people surrounding you right now. It could be that your family, or I don't know, if you're working from home or something, they're keeping you busy is sort of what I'm getting there. But anyway, let's look into your love life. Let's see. We're going to hop in for your person first, and then we're going to do your messages. So, your person's energy, whoever that is for you, they're coming up as the Four of Wands. So that's sometimes the soulmate card. That's sometimes the marriage card. Some of you may be literally planning a wedding, and maybe it has your vibe low because there's a lot to plan and a lot of uncertainties, a lot of question marks right now in terms of, in terms of like where you're going to grow and build. You have this card coming up twice as bottom of your deck and the Hierophant. So some of you may be planning a wedding, but it's almost like, by no fault of your own, you're sort of blocked. It's like the thoughts have been obstructed or blocked because, there's a lot of uncertainty right now about where we're going to be in a few weeks or in a few months. And so, again, that's not for everybody, but for those planning a wedding, that's actually coming through. Wanting to build, and it's all about teamwork and collaboration here towards the common goal. Like sometimes see this as like the ring, right? The offer. So interesting. I love seeing that. Let's see if you get like an interesting message here. So then, so your person has soulmate on the mind. At minimum, this card can just mean a solid foundation, celebrating some sort of milestone or accomplishment, some sort of growth in their career. But I mean, look at the card. It's very jovial. It's very lighthearted. It's very happy. So that's your person's overall vibe. I'm into that. But then in their headspace, they got this going on. So aftershocks of the whole, Corona thing, maybe. In their heart space, they do want forward movement. They want action. They want swift and rapid, action and communication. And then what's kind of nice is in their action sector, they have the fastest moving knight in the deck, right? Nothing's quicker than our thoughts. So sometimes a little bit impulsive, sometimes doesn't always think something through. You might be dealing with another air sign if that's the case, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but their heart is leading them. It's not so much their head. Because in their head, it's almost like they're trying to ignore a red flag or not worry about something. Their heart is what's leading them forward. So, I mean, for some of you, that's very like, hopeless romantic type energy, but I am a little bit concerned if this is what's going on in the brain, like what's going on there. So let's clarify that. Let's throw some stuff on it. Let's do this one. Let's clarify all the way through. One card for each, please. Spirit, my spirit guides helping me out here. Let's throw a clarifier, one on each card, please. Okay. So they have the Chariot coming up in the soulmate on the soulmate card. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, or again, just forward movement, progression. It's a victory, right? Takes us home, trying to get home to your sweetheart, your soulmate. So if some of you are separated by distance right now, that could be an obstacle of some. I could almost see this as it's driving me nuts, right? It's chaos in the mind because all they want to do is get to you. That could be it if you're separated. Even going through some sort of like, this is a weird way of phrasing it, but like an emotional separation. Even if you physically live together, maybe there was a loss or a loss of the spark of magic. Again, something is weighing on the lightness, the light of the relationship. So if something is heavy and dark, it's almost like somebody just wants to get through the bullshit so that you guys can reconnect as like, a happy, thriving couple, maybe for some of you. So tell me about this Tower. Okay, I was going to say that came out instantly. So you have the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment card, Strength, which is the crone in this deck, and you have the Tower again. Okay, some of you are worried about your family, particularly your older relatives, just because Strength here is communicated with the crone, right? Could absolutely be a Leo. It is the card of Leo. But yeah, then you have Anarchy regarding, I'm still getting the same message about people planning a wedding. The wish fulfillment, what you're desiring in the future, it's almost like it's going to be a long trek. It's going to be a long battle to get there. And it's something about mentally your person is worried about it going up in flames. They're worried they're not going to get to the Nine of Cups. So no pun intended, but like, let's not put the cart before the horse. Like, let's not panic before anything becomes set in stone, or you know what I mean? Like, temporary delays is sort of what I'm getting here, but this person is interpreting it as like explosions, it's the end of the world, and like it's just not. We need to like reground your person. You might be dealing with a Cancer. They're getting like overly emotional. It could be something like that. So then, yeah, let's keep going here with their one for each. Both their heart space and their action seem solid, right? Seems good. The Moon. All right. So they think about you at night. They dream about you. And again, they want to get over they want to bridge the gap between how I said there's a lot of mystery right now in terms of where we're going to be. They're trying to like plow through it. They're actually a little bit impatient, and that they're lacking a bit of faith that things are going to turn out for the better. It's almost like, this is a weird message, but it's like they're trying to take fate or destiny into their own hands because they just want to push through. This to me is a sign of the universe saying like, slow down. You don't know everything yet. Have faith, walk towards the light, keep going down your path, right? Like you're going to make it there eventually. But this person is just like, I need to get there now. And what they're trying to get to, again, the Eight of Cups, their wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups is what they're trying to get to, but it's almost like a metaphoric tower. It's like a tower in their head of there's this urgency of I need to get to my person now. But part of me is actually thinking the universe has planned this out where there's meant to be some sort of interference or delay. I know that's kind of an odd message, but I can only read what I'm being presented with here. But yeah, you have Four of Wands again. So are you guys going to connect? Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, the Devil. There's something about someone's darker energy is letting them run amok. And I actually love this depiction of the Devil card. It's called Nature. I just think it's so beautiful. But again, all these like crazy like little gypsies or devils or however you want to say it, they're kind of like dancing around. It's metaphoric of what's going on in this person's head. You might be dealing with a Capricorn. It's possible. But it's something about this anxiety of speed and we have to do it now and right now and let's rush it and like not be patient. It's the darker or lower vibrational energy of your person getting the best of them. There is a need to assess here. With the Eight of Cups, typically the Eight of Cups, it's someone already walking away from what is no longer like emotionally satisfying. Here, it's a little bit different. They're needing to like go back and take stock of what's there. I'm just sort of getting this delay as a blessing in disguise. And obviously, everybody's story is going to be a little bit different. But I don't even know if you would have the ability to tell this to your person if you are at a distance. But I'm almost needing to like... I heard fan the flames, but I don't really think that's what I mean. Because that's almost to get, the fire to rise, give it oxygen. It's really the opposite. It's like it's funny. It's like we got to dim it down a little bit. And maybe that's what this is. It's something about needing the communication, needing the attention right now. like raising your hand, like, hello, do you see me? You might be dealing with a Leo. It's something about, it's not the right time, but have faith that there will be a change in the cycle. You know, the moon, all about mystery and darkness and, you know, unanswered questions, the depths of the subconscious. Something will come to light, right? The sun, Leo, potentially. It doesn't have to be a Leo, but there will be a changing of the cycles and answers will be revealed. Your person needs to do a little bit of internal work right now, because I just want to say, like, it's not so much like darker energy, but it's their impulsivity getting the best of them. They need to stop messing with the timeline here. It's like, it's great that they're action oriented and they want to go do it, but this whole state of quarantine, it's not trying to get us to go do stuff. It's the complete opposite. This person needs to just like chill. Even just being in their energy, I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute. We just need to like, just bring it back down. Just like bring it back down. I'm getting like nursery rhymes, lullabies, like let's just be real chill. Let's just take a little nap. But then like the contradiction of them is just like, I can't take a nap, like I am on fire, we need to go. Like their energy is crazy right now. And there's no like judgment here. I don't say this in a condescending way. Your person might literally have like attention deficit disorder or something that it's like they need action, they need change all the time. Again, I'm being drawn to say fire signs, particularly Leo. And I'm not, you know, trying to paint a broad canvas here, but yeah, something about that message might be important. That could even be your child if it's not your romantic person. Anyway, what does the universe want you to know about this relationship? And the Leo card came out. This is beautiful. You have the moon and the sun. Yeah, have faith that there's going to be a change in the cycle, new transitions, major transformation is happening right now. Your overall energy, though, Aquarius, is presenting as the sun. That's beautiful. It's freeing, right? It's very happy and joyful, focusing on creative projects, listening to music, yeah, doing anything that stimulates your brain in a creative sort of way, not just like sitting on the couch watching Netflix. You know, sure, yeah, for a couple hours a day, whatever you want to do. But even the idea of rejuvenation, exercise, dieting, rebuilding up your strength, right? Some of you may actually have very strong Leo in your chart, and that could be indicative of somebody needing, well, why that card's coming up is because they're trying to get to you. If you are like, yes, you're Aquarius, but if you strongly associate with Leo in any way, that message is coming up again. Lots of lion energy. It's all about strength and courage and determination and not giving into our impulses or our darker sides, right? You know, if you love this person and you're in it for the long haul, that would make sense because they are, ooh, I'm sorry, guys. They are presenting as the soulmate. Let me turn off my phone real quick. Sorry about that, Aquarius. All right, so hopping back in, yes, your energy is the sun, beautiful, delightful, frequently the card of children, again, a card of Leo, if that means anything. Getting that youthful spirit back, doing things that just set your heart free, right? That make you feel like lighthearted and gay and all of that, right? Okay, so then coming up in your mental sector, there's a little bit of conflict. There's sometimes competition, zesty tempers, maybe some sort of arguments or feeling a little bit of pressure, feeling like you're holding, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. So what's with that? Then in your mental sector, you're thinking long-term, your heart space, you're thinking long-term, you're thinking family, you're thinking legacy, you're thinking about income and something about like preserving the income long-term. Interestingly enough too, something about being worried about you won't be fertile much longer for those who are considering having children or looking into that. Some of you are worried it's like your egg count, for my females out there anyway. I mean, I suppose it could be your sperm count too, but that's usually not as much of an issue, right? Yes, no, something about the fertility of like your eggs. I don't know if it's like something about like freezing them or doing something so that you could maybe conceive down the road. Yeah, it's like long term into the future. Again, for you too, there's a lot of mystery, there's a lot of uncertainties, and it may actually be about conceiving or something like that, Aquarius. Very interesting. So then in your overall actions, there's the Page of Cups. So again, possibly representing a child for some of you, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. If it's not that, it's a small offer or a small gesture in love, particularly towards a Pisces. I very much see that little fish coming through, and somebody could be, is that a cusp, an Aquarius, Pisces cusp? Yeah, it could be something like that. Dating, offering of a date, flirting, that type of, maybe reciprocating some sort of small offer that comes in. It's very opposite though of this. This is very aggressive and like, really pinning down a very specific date and time and kind of like not taking no for an answer. This is very gentle. It's very soothing. Again, something about a lullaby. I'm being called to say more stuff about children. A lot of you have babies or children on the mind. Anyway, that's sort of an interesting meeting point. The Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups. Not impossible. Again, maybe you, an air sign and a water sign, doesn't have to be. But you guys are approaching it very differently. So I think you're both looking to communicate with one another. But yeah, there might be some sort of like, not mishaps or not slip up, but something about it doesn't quite land. And maybe that's even like a funny way of saying like somebody jokes with you, but you completely misinterpret it or not fully understand what they were saying. And maybe, I don't know, like maybe you take it personally or get defensive. So just word to the wise, they might be coming in very strong and very heavy. So make sure you take time to like absorb and interpret the message. Don't jump to some sort of conclusion, because I am getting a little bit of like communication issues between the two of you. It's not so much you're going to miss it in terms of like a technology snafu. It's not that. It's the emotional interpretation of their message. It gets like convoluted or it gets like a little bit messy. You might be dealing with a Pisces with both of these cards, very possible. So let's throw some oracle cards on you. Let's see what this is all about. Straight through. I like when they pop. We'll see if we can make them pop. Cool. Courthouse. Yeah, you're thinking about marriage. Absolutely. Or some sort of contract. Maybe you have a business partner who is a Leo. For one or two of you, maybe a divorce. If there's, trouble in paradise, trouble on the home front, your person is very much anticipating that. Don't make it your story if it's not, right? Generally, this has been a very, very nice spread. So I don't think divorce is on the horizon for a lot of you, but the one or two who relate to that message, here's the thing though, if you do relate to that, that would be a welcomed relief to you. It's oh my God, we finally signed the papers. I'm free. Like freedom. Like that's what I'm getting from that. So yeah, if that's the case, you would be initiating that, not them. And that's what I mean. They would be fighting it tooth and nail, or whatever the expression is. They would be like, absolutely not. Like we need to make it work. We made a commitment to each other. And you're like, but I don't love you. I'm sorry. But like you're coming off as actually much more sensitive in this spread. But I mean, feel free to swap the roles, whatever. All right. Why? I'm confused by this, the mental sector. Okay, interesting. So again, with marriage and babies, love and marriage, like the Frank Sinatra song, right? Go together like a horse and carriage. And then you have the Chariot, guys. This is adorable. Stop it. You're adorable, Aquarius. But yeah, so mentally you're a little bit conflicted about the person you married, about who you're going to marry, about settling a divorce. It has something to do with marriage. There's a little bit of anarchy. There's a little bit of confusion or chaos. I want to throw one more on that. The Hanged Man and the Fool. Yeah, some of you are waiting to get a divorce so that you can start over again, fresh, zero, alone, single, the Fool on his new journey. But there's some sort of delay and like you have to stick it out a little bit longer. Maybe it has to do with quarantine, right? Maybe it's like being locked up or cooped up in the same place as the person that you were already sort of on the outs with. It's making you like desire like new partnership that much more, wanting to go out and put yourself out there and date more. If it's not that, you guys are again frustrated by the delay of wedding planning. Wanting to put a ring on it. It's like you were putting in the fight. You were, researching the venues and the musical bands and this and that. But now it's like, well, shit. We can't do anything now. Like it's been put on pause and you're very frustrated. This is actually saying to me, have faith that like, again, it's about cycle changes. It's kind of like you have to deal with the hand that you've been dealt right now in terms of divine timing. It will take off. There will be this joyous Fool-like energy. This is your energy, Aquarius, right? It's a Uranus card. So yeah, it now is a good time to focus like inquisitively, innovative mind in terms of how you can maybe plan while we're in quarantine. Or do you understand? It's thinking outside the box to still gain progress on whatever it is that you're trying to build. And again, for some of you, it's motherhood or family planning or something. There will be more options available to you in the future. But yeah, right now you kind of got to ride the wave of transitioning out of this whole cycle that we're going through right now. And it might be a while, right? So again, mentally prepare yourself for that. All right, so then in your heart space, again, 10 of Pentacles, beautiful card, long-term, longevity, finances, family, legacy. Some of you are going through old scrapbooks of your family, some sort of precious items that belong to your ancestors. Maybe you're incorporating that into your wedding planning, or it doesn't have to be a wedding, right? That's not for all of you, but that's kind of like a general theme that I am getting here. Sudden wealth. All right, in your heart space, it feels like you've hit the jackpot in love. A lot of you have found your person, and again, you're aggravated because you want to start planning the wedding or doing this or that. But again, by no fault of your own, it's been pushed, or it's been put on pause, right? There's a delay here, so. But in your heart space, it's very rich. Again, with the 1111, like there's soulmate energy here. So if you haven't met this person yet, it's looking real good in like the coming months. It feels like you're going to hit the jackpot in love. And because it's showing up in your intuition, right, your heart space, you know something good is coming in for you, Aquarius. So keep your vibe high, right? Don't get stuck in this sort of like miser, lower vibration type. Nothing ever works out and this is bullshit. Keep your vibe high, right? Be the magician. Keep your magic, your light shining for all to see, because you're going to attract good love with that, right? So in your action card, again, Page of Cups. Let's throw something on that. I love that in your heart space, you have the 10 of Pentacles and sudden wealth. Like, I mean, for anyone looking for a job, that looks real good too. Like your heart's desire. So Page of Cups, despair. So I'm getting an overdue apology with this, or fearing a stop in your money flow. If some of you may be fearing that you're going to be fired. I'm not necessarily predicting this because it's simply coming up as your action. But yeah, something about putting your cup out, needing more income is sort of what I'm kind of gathering from that. I'm going to throw one more on it. In regards to love, there's something about your person is going through it. They may actually have alcohol issues, like issues with drinking, and you may end up having a heart-to-heart with them about it. It doesn't even have to be drinking. It could be substance abuse. It could even be something like cigarettes, you know? There's something disapproving, but you're not approaching it in a way of attacking them. Again, it's very like, hey, buddy, can we have a talk about something? Like, it's kind of been on my mind, and they're ashamed of their behavior, but they're willing to discuss it with you. But it's going to require them to be vulnerable, and they don't like that. In fact, you may have tried to discuss it with them before, and they're like, sorry, babe, gotta go, no time to talk. It's a diversion because they don't like to get very real. They don't like to get vulnerable with you, Aquarius. Yeah, but the time has come, especially if you're dealing with a fire sign. It's so funny. I was saying that thinking Sagittarius. The time has come for them to change their unhealthy patterns of behavior. They had the devil come up, right? Toxic behaviors. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it's like the clock has struck 10, or however you want to say it, has struck midnight. It's like, it's time to have a heart-to-heart with you, Aquarius. You're depicted on this the Wheel of Fortune card. Again, it's good. It's fortuitous. This conversation about your future was meant to happen to shed light on the situation, because with that moon, there's a lot of mystery here, right? But the 4 fixed zodiacs are always shown here, including you, Aquarius, as well as Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. And it is a card of Sagittarius, as is the Knight of Wands. So it's fortuitous, but it's like, yeah, the time has come to have I'm just going to say a heavy conversation with your loved one. That's sort of what's coming up here. All right, let's throw some romance angels on this and wrap it up. Overall, a pretty good spread, Aquarius. Not too shabby. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Yeah, I think this has to do with your person. I don't necessarily think it's codependency. Well, it might be in terms of a person. I am sort of getting a hint of substance abuse. Not for everybody, but for a few of you. And then pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. All right, I'll pull one more for my Aquarians. All this talk of weddings, what's with that? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. That's about those heavy conversations that it's like they've come to the surface. They've bubbled up to the surface, again, maybe with a Pisces. And then worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. And then passion, yeah. For those planning a wedding, it's okay, guys. You're going to get there. Just give it some time. Be patient. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if any of this resonates, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.